Jordan, I'm here with you today before our league game against Tadley. It's a team we lost to earlier on in the season at home, 2-0. I think we would be fair to say it was a couple of our own errors for that game on that day that caused that loss. How do you look today going? It's probably there's two sides that are quite even in the league, similar records and stuff like that. How do you see today's game?
I do see a lot of similarities, to be fair. I know exactly what you mean. Even being here today, I see a lot of similarities in just the culture and environment that both teams have. So it's a hard one to call, Sam. Hard one to call. Like earlier on in the season, that was our first loss, and I thought I remember it was a scorching day. Like the pitch looked like,
it was brown.
It looked like we were down at the coast on the sand. Like, it was mental, but there was just that day we didn't have Luke in goal that day. He was away. Ben, bless him, had a shocker for one of the goals. But credit to Tadley. I thought they were a really well organised side that day, and I watched that game back, and I thought they had a lot of good bits about them. So we've just got to worry about ourselves. We're in a good moment. We're off the back of really good performances, Sam. That's the main thing. Really good performances. We've had probably, from after Shearwater, we've probably had 4 really good performances, and that's showing a little bit of momentum with what I want. Now, this is a long journey, tough place to come. They've got a good record. If they win today, it brings them right into it. If we win today, it doesn't put them out of it, but it gives us a bit of breathing space between us and them with a lot closer games. So it's now in that business mode, the second half of the season, where you've just got to tick off the games and tick them off in the right way, and we just want to put a really good performance in away, and our away records, we're unbeaten, so we've got loads of confidence. So we'll be hoping to get the 3 points.
And I guess it's the nature of this league this year. The league's very competitive this year. The games don't seem to. There never seems to be an easy game. Do you know what I mean? Every week we're playing someone who's thereabouts, or do you know what I mean? It doesn't.
It's wide open. It's wide open. Like probably from really third down, I'd say it's probably very, very open. Nap Hill have had a tremendous season so far. Like their record, they'd be winning it really well any other year if it weren't for Farnham. So, what Farnham and that have done and the rest of us is we've made the league a lot more competitive. You look at other Step 5 divisions, there's not as the points aren't as tight. There's a lot more disparity against the bottom half teams and the top half teams. We've got a real competitive league this year, and it's really good. And I'm like credit to everyone in the league, because there's no game that I look at that, unlike even last year to a certain extent when I came in, you knew that there was probably 1 or 2 teams that you had to have a really bad day against to not get anything. This year you can have a half decent day and not get anything. You know what I mean? So it's like really really competitive. So credit to everyone. We're now just business mode, focused, trying to be as professional as we can be, and hopefully we get the 3 points today and just see where that takes us.
And then obviously you just mentioned we've had a couple of really good weeks, and a great performance in the week against a Step 3 side. It's made it a bit difficult for you with your team selection, I guess, in terms of the squad rotation and stuff. So today you've made 4 changes today. 2 probably more forced changes. With Dyson having to drop out due to not being available. And Tommy Smith's got a bit of a pull, hasn't he? I believe.
He's got a bit of an injury after Tuesday, and he was probably okay that he could have probably done a bit, but I just didn't want to risk it with a busy schedule, so I just thought there's no point. When you've got Jack Poplett and Andy Herron, you don't need to. So Dyson's on his UEFA B, he's on his coaching course, and obviously he works for me, so he has to do that. So it's part of his CPD. And then the other changes are more so just I brought Gav back in. He's been really patient. He had an injury, and he's been really patient, and he was excellent Tuesday night, and he really done what all sort of players on the periphery at certain points should do, and they should make it so it's difficult for you to not play them, and he did that. So he deserves to play today, and I'm looking forward to seeing Gav out there. His experience, he'll be great for us. And then the other change,
Rayon comes in.
Rayon comes back in, and then I'm surprised I didn't get anything from Chatham, like a 7-day or so, because he was like a man possessed on Tuesday. So yeah, he was one that I couldn't not play. His performance on Tuesday was like really, really good, and then Saturday when he came on, he made a real impact, and he's been so professional, so he deserves that. And I think we found a nice blend with him and T and Ali, with Alex and that supporting AG. So yeah, we've got a lot of firepower. If you look at the bench today, really strong.
Yeah, and then another player that comes in today, making their first start for the club, is Peter Wedgeworth.
Yeah.
Who we signed from Beckenham Town.
Beckenham Town, yeah.
How did that come about?
So I know Wedge. I've known him since like school days. We didn't go to school together, but since we were young, we've known each other. Like playing football, he's got mutual friends of mine, and it was one I tried to get done in the summer. And then obviously he's played step 4, step 3 most of his life, and then we just got speaking a couple of weeks back, and he wants to be a part of something, and he liked what I was saying about what we're trying to do here. He's enjoyed the couple of weeks he's come in and trained and been a part of it. Obviously with Jersey and that, it was difficult to get him involved that early, but we're obviously Dyson missing out today. It's an opportunity to bring another fullback in, and his quality and his experience is something I've wanted to add to the team. And I think if you look at the team today, we've got probably average age of around about 26, 27, which is great. That's really there's a lot of league games in this team. There's a lot of know-how, and I'm hoping that stands us in good stead when we're coming up against a very good Tadley team.
Cool. Good luck, Jordan.
Cheers, mate.